So now that you're planning your trip to Flow Spa, here are a couple of the key things to keep in mind prior to your float to get the most out of the experience. These are things that not only we've found here at Flow Spa, but is industry practice standard for making sure that you get the most out of your float experience. This is supposed to be something that you come in for, deep relaxation as a way to completely reset your mind and your body and also help to eliminate pain and stress in your body. And there are some things that you can do in order to get more out of the experience prior to coming in. First off is all around nutrition, hydration, and caffeine intake. We always recommend that you try to limit caffeine intake for at least a few hours prior to coming into your float. This, we know, will increase your level of anxiety and sort of anxiousness a little bit because you've got an elevated heart rate from the caffeine and a bit of jitteriness. If you can stop that and prevent that by not consuming a massive dose of caffeine in the few hours prior to coming in, it's going to help you settle into your float a lot quicker and also get into a deeper state of relaxation for your float. So that's one thing that we notice that a lot of people end up getting wrong with their float. And that also ties into time of day, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But as far as hydration goes, it's key to drink some water or hydrate well prior to your float. You are floating in 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt, which is an electrolyte solution essentially. And so your body's getting this extra dose of electrolytes when you're floating. And it's important to balance that with extra hydration so that you're not finding you're getting dehydrated later on. And then as far as nutrition goes, we recommend that you eat a light meal in 90 minutes to an hour prior to coming into your float. It's a little bit harder to get used to the experience if you're on an empty stomach because everything is weightless and you get this sense of nothingness about your body. Sometimes that also ramps up your parasympathetic nervous system, which is involved in the rest and digest process. And if you've got your stomach churning through digesting and there's nothing in there, you might get some hunger pangs or just notice that you're feeling hungry towards the end of the float as your body's processing everything so well. And so it's a good idea to have a snack or something just so that you're not on an empty stomach. And, contra to that, you don't really want to have a massive meal or be overly full because that's going to be a distraction from letting your body relax. There's going to be a lot of tension in your body trying to process that meal, and it's better to have enough space, freedom in order to breathe deeply and relax. So those are a few tips about nutrition, hydration, and caffeine.